That's why they listen.
Hey, y'all.
I don't chase validation, I just stare in the knees. I don't flex for attention.
That's baby
I exist
today.
in the
That's
field.
baby.
I'm the crack in their comfort, the echo in their pride. I walk where they whisper, but never step inside. I don't lie for protection, I don't bend for applause. My silence is a weapon, my truth rewrite laws. They build walls out of fear, I just step through the frame. I don't flinch when it burns, I just smile at the flame. I don't need permission to break what they fake. I don't run from the risk, I just teach it to shake. I speak what they fear to say. I don't kneel, I don't fade away. I'm the storm they avoid to face. The unmasked truth in a world of grace. I speak what they fear to say. I don't dress my words to obey. I'm the fire they hide from sight. The type of truth that doesn't ask if it's right. I don't beg for their silence, I don't know them a sound. I don't seek their approval, I just shake up the ground. I'm the chill in the blaze, the fracture and doubt. The moment they realize what power looks like without shout. I don't wait for a signal, I don't knock on closed doors. I don't bluff when it's heavy, I just settle the scores. I'm before thunder, the hush before change. I'm the reason they're celebrate. So I'm suddenly feel strange. I don't whisper sugar to hide what I mean. I don't fit in the frame, I distort the whole scene. I speak what they fear to say. I don't kneel, I don't fade away. I'm the storm they avoid to face. No other light. The unmasked truth in a world of grace. No other light. I speak what they fear to say. I don't dress my words to obey. I'm the fire they hide from sight. The type of truth that doesn't ask if it's right. You speak to be light. I speak to be known.
I ain't gonna be in here long,
Only
y'all.
one of us exists when the lights are gone. I speak what they fear to say. I don't bend, I don't break, I don't sway.
Hydration coming back.
I'm the
in
verse that refuses to bow. The truth they all dodge, but they hear it now. I speak what they fear to say. I don't flinch, I don't fade, I don't stray, I don't stray. I'm the kind of echo that stays, long after pride walks away. Truth ain't loud. It's undeniable.
It's undeniable. Hold on, y'all. Let me pause. Give me a second.
I'm not okay.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I can't play that song and say that no more. But I came in here because let's talk. I want to know, why is it so hard to believe in God, but so easy to serve the devil? I need y'all to help me understand that. Because I'm going to tell you the problem I've been having since I have been awake. Now, the only people that I have noticed that have not rejected my conversation, even if they felt like something wasn't right about the story, are those that are extremely close to me. Like, I've told this story to my sister, I've told this story to two of my brothers. So even if they did have a little like, yeah, is this really true kind of thing, they never let me hear it. But the one thing I've always told y'all, whether I speak it or someone else speaks it, the truth is gonna always come out. So here's the truth about what's been going on around here lately. And I'm not gonna tell it all because all that is already pre-recorded. Y'all already know the deal about the house. They absolutely did not want me to have the house, but God kept telling me to go to my dreams, and I couldn't understand why. The first time I did go to my dreams, I saw my niece Kendra. And she was just simply blowing me kisses in the dream. But it was my confirmation for what I needed at that time. So, since I have been awake, it has been crazy. Trying to tell people that God has given you all the answers. Sometimes folks are like, they want to be, it's like those that believe in God only so far. It's like they need proof of who he is. I guess kind of like they know the devil is real. The devil steps out, he shows up. We've seen several celebrities that walk within the devil's light. We've seen the devil act on behalf of people, for people, against people. So evil is real. We know evil exists. So why is it so hard to believe that God exists? That everything around us was created by something or someone. Now, of course, the devil didn't do all of this. Because if the devil had, I don't see there being any type of peace here on earth for us. So, the devil didn't do this. So somebody else had to. Why is it so hard for you to believe in God? But it is so easy to believe in the devil. Well, God let me do something for y'all, because I'm that type of person. So not only I've been telling you that God is real, I'm going to show you God is real. And to tell you how we did this, I had to listen. God told me to listen and follow his instructions. If I'm obedient, everything else will follow. So when he told me to record, I recorded. He would let me know when it was time to tell that story. When it was time to tell that story, he said, get up and tell your story. But he knew I never posted anything without replaying it and throwing it back to him and saying, hey, is this okay? So after I told the story, I broke it up in like 20-minute segments. So it's like 5 pieces to the story. Because I didn't want it to be an hour long. So I broke it up. So after the 5th version, I still had a lot of questions, but there was still a lot of unanswered things at that time. But I clearly heard him say, not now. So I knew it wasn't time to post my story yet. So whenever he just wanted me to get up to just let you guys know that I'm okay, I'm in here, he let me know, just, hey, go let your people know you're okay. Y'all, I have recently learned that there is a podcast out there, let's just say designed to bring negativity to me. I have not seen said page, not do I care, nor have I looked for it or anything. God just made me aware that there is some type of hate campaign going on. Now, do I care about what strangers feel about me? No. What bothered me was these people that call themselves family. That's what bothered me at that time. Because when I tell you, I feel absolutely zero, nothing now. Thank you, God, for that. But do I care about what strangers feel about me? No. So let's go down the list of things before we jump into how God is real. These are some of the things he wanted me to acknowledge to everyone so that you guys can be on the lookout for whatever this is, post or whatever it is. And then he wants me to explain to you how 2 of my posts got such high views was because there was a ritual based around those 2 videos. So seeing my pain, not knowing that I was in the process of building, but they were looking at my pain, they fed off of what they thought was pain. So I got 580 some views on the very first one, the night I lost my husband. Oh yeah, that was crazy, right? But the moment I started speaking about God, I lost 137 viewers from that post. From that post alone. And then there was one more. Its views roughly stayed about the same. It was like 300 and something, and so it stayed about the same. But that very first one, y'all, where that ritual magic thought that it was sitting on top of me, and that I guess whoever reached out and said, hey, chime in, look, it's working. Y'all, my heart was broken that night. I had lost my best friend. I lost my best friend, y'all, due to some evil intentions. Our marriage was under scrutiny the moment we said I do. For one, we were supposed to create a child together, and that child would have been the child that would have broken, and I'm gonna say it like this because I know y'all ain't gonna understand it right now, but I gotta say it like this because when you go back through the other videos, you'll understand why I'm speaking it in this way. That child would have been the child to break this family's curse. Yes. Curse, y'all. This family has been cursed. But it wasn't that God didn't go to this family like he goes to each of us. In fact, I wasn't even aware of it, but I was the last of that interaction for them. He was hoping that our conversations or whatever we had at that time would put some thought to head and maybe persuade you to do things differently. But everybody, and I do mean everybody, chose the same path. And I'm not gonna lie when I say I'm not disappointed that nobody chose God. Every one of them chose the devil over God. When your mom stayed with a Bible in her lap, slept with a Bible by her bedside, had a Bible in almost each room of this house, your brother read his Bible faithfully every day. Let me find me something to play in the background, y'all. So I don't understand how, cause let me tell y'all something. I put me on a little sheezy in the background. Everybody, I'm not gonna say everybody. I grew up in the family where your grandmama made the call and y'all going to church and you wanted so bad to say no, but you knew grandmama was gonna come and make you go in some way or some fashion. Hold on. Okay. So we grew up with religion being forced upon us too. But am I glad it was? I am. Because it was through that God was introduced to me. So I can't say I'm mad at my grandmama for getting me up on them Sundays after we done had a long Saturday from spending the day together, hanging out with each other, and now we too tired to get up on Sunday. So thank you, grandmama. Thank you. And even though we still tried to avoid church as much as often by running off to the candy lady right before Sunday school or right before church, I'm still grateful. I'm still very grateful that you took the time to get our behinds up for introducing me to the Creator. Kenneth, I don't want to hear you. If y'all hear the fans, I'm sorry I got them down low, but this is a Texas advisory day. So that's why I said I'm gonna try to do this kind of quickly. So anyway, back to this. And I forgot all about this, guys. I swear I did. Mom asked William and I some years ago to come by the house. She was working on her will, and she had left the house to William. But because at that time there were two Audra Sanders in the family, my nephew married one as well. Whoever this was that was working Mom's will had to see my ID. I forgot about all this. I did. So I came over with my ID. William and I, came over, signed whatever we needed to sign. Mama had us read over it. I remember it now. Like I said, there was so much going on. And then with the chaos, steady, them steady chunking rocks. And I'm still thinking about the man I lost. And now Mom, I had a lot going on. So there is a will. And the will has been found. The will has been recovered. If I'm thinking right, I believe there's a copy. And I think I know where I put it out. I did. I think I remember giving it to someone to hold just in case. I'm gonna have to call y'all because I think I know where the copy is now. Anyway, but it has been found. Along with that, somebody did a little research into me and found out that one of my people left a trust fund for me. So this family has been living off of money they have been drawing off of this trust fund for me. I know I've told a couple of my brothers and sisters the full story. So this is a part of all the fraudulent documentation that has come out. The power of attorney form that is not real. The marriage certificate. Like I said, I've been married to William Sanders Jr. for 29 years. But somewhere up in there, y'all, I got a whole nother marriage. I've also had a funeral. Yes, I've had a full funeral on video. I have been given a full description of what was seen in this video. Y'all, don't worry. I'm gonna figure out a way to make sure that all of this is aired. I want you guys to see what I'm seeing. Because I want you to also feel what I'm feeling. To find out that you have been hated on for absolutely nothing for years. For people plotting to kill you over and over and over for years. Even more so lately. Even more so lately. William's older brother drives through here almost every night now, watching the house, So, I don't know why they don't think I can see them. And they absolutely hate when I make these videos. Truth absolutely, I guess, hurts. Because I'm not saying anything that everybody that is listening to this is not going to be able to hear in roughly about 2 days. They ain't even got long to wait. 2 days. This is going to be everywhere. What you guys have done. All the people that you... This has been on my heart because God's karma has been swift, y'all. And I have been hearing it. I have been hearing it. I haven't asked anything about anybody or nothing like that. I've been hearing it. I know who's gone. I know when somebody else is getting ready to go. I know. I'm not going to throw that prediction out there. Let's just say someone else is about to pass. But why does it take all of this for you just to believe in the Almighty? And then to find out you're calling on your ancestors. Well, I want you to know your ancestors are here. They're here. They're here. Y'all, I guess what bothers me the most is the hatred. I have spent my entirety of my life trying to show love to everybody that comes in my path. I have children that are in my life right now that came to my life behind just simply getting your butt whooped by me. And like I said, I didn't think those children would ever, want anything to do with me afterwards. But every time I have a problem, every time I have a need, every time something goes wrong, they are the first ones to my side. So I know loving on people cannot be wrong. It can't be wrong. Because I see the love that's coming back. I see the love in my sisters' faces. The hurt when they don't know how to approach me in this situation. Because it's hard for them to fathom being without their partners. So I understand. But that's genuine love coming from them. But to know that an entire community of people spent years hating me for lies that were told. What lies? Here we go. And even to this day, this was still going on. I'm a hoe. I'm a prostitute. That's where I'm making all this extra money from. That's why they're paying surveillance to watch me to see who is actually coming in and out of my bedroom. That one hasn't ended. I'm being told that even on my front porch, I am being called a hoe and being told that my husband's baby brother is my pimp. And that he's going to try to make arrangements for these people to get next to me. Okay? Now, I ain't had to worry about none of this. And the only way I find out what I find out, God bring it to me. But it doesn't bother me because I'm nobody's hoe. Now, my mama always told me, if you're going to be a good hoe, be the best one you can be. If you're going to be a thief, be the best thief you can be. Meaning, if you're going to steal, don't go to jail for stealing a candy bar or a t-shirt. Go down for robbing a Brinks truck of some gold bars or something. Go out like a Viking. So if I'm going to be a hoe, I'm not going to sell myself for hamburgers. I'm not going to sell myself for rent payments or car note payments. I'm not selling myself for food on my children's table. If I'm gonna be a hoe, and I'm just gonna be honest, when he get up, if I'm in a brand new house, it's paid for in full in my name before he leave the door. If I got a car on lease in driveway, he's saying, get up, baby, and put on some clothes. Let's go pay that one off and get you another one in your name. See, if I'm going to be a hoe, that's the kind of hoe I'm going to be. I ain't no cheap one. Ain't no anybody can come up in here. So, I'm a hoe. I'm a bitch. Now, that one used to bother me. But guess what? I've always told people that I was called bitch before I knew my name. So, to hear it now, don't bother me. Don't bother me at all. I'm a fake prophet. Did anybody hear me say anything about being a prophet? No. And if that is what God has me down here to do, I still have not said I was anybody's prophet. I was anybody's pastor. I was anything. All I said is what God has done for me. So that show you how busy the devil gets. When God comes out, you want to go quickly and try to kick it under the rug like something I'm saying is so wrong. God paid for my husband's funeral. Yes. When I know for a fact we canceled the insurance. You can say what you want. I know what God did for me. God gave me a home and some land. I know what God has done for me. God did that. You know what he asked of me? All he wanted me to do is stay silent and rest. I ain't had to do nothing. When it was time for me to step up like the queen I was, and then go back and rest. I don't know who's out there that needs to hear this. And I don't know if this is God's way of trying to give you another out. Because me personally, I don't care what happens to you at this point. To wish hatred on a person that has never done anything to you, to smile and grin in a person's face, to hug them while they're crying tears on your shoulder, thinking you actually support them. They're running to your side to see about you. They're running to y'all's side to see about your children, your grandchildren, because I love them like my own. There wasn't anything I wouldn't have done for each and every one of you. I'd have took each and every one of you with me. You heard me? It wouldn't have been anything you could have wanted or needed. But God said, I got to show you who you dealing with. And he did. And he did. He kept asking me to go back to my podcast, y'all. And I kept hearing it. And I'm like, I'm arguing with God. And I'm like, I just lost my husband. I don't want to talk to nobody. What do I say on a podcast? What? You know, my podcast is about my music and my smoke. I mean, I'm throwing full argument in the earth with what at that time I did not know was God. He said, tell him what you're feeling. Nobody care about what I'm feeling. Why would anybody care about what I'm feeling? He said, tell them what you're feeling. He said, don't stop. So when I started telling y'all how I was feeling and what I was going through and what I was going up against, that's when I started getting, tell her to stop talking. Tell her to get off her podcast. Tell her to stop with that shit. Tell her to stop with that bullshit. They calling up my kids. Tell them to stop with that shit. God said, I am your father, just as I am theirs. Who do you serve? So every video you see me make, it's because I serve a higher power, baby. And if y'all could or you would. So I don't know if you can. I don't even know if you have a chance to. But if you haven't given your life to God, you should. Because he's about to show you who he is. He or she. Because he has also let me know, and I'm still saying he because that's the way he was presented to me. Okay? However he was presented to you. Yahweh. Goddess. Your higher creator. Give yourself to that person. Because they are about to show you. They are real. Because I got a blessing coming to me that a lot of people are not going to understand. Part of that wish I asked for out there in that field. Because like I said, I knew God didn't give me a soulmate just to take him away. He's giving me back. I just got to be open and receptive. to the new vessel. Well, I'm ready. Because I know with my husband by my side, it wasn't anything I couldn't do. It wasn't any fight I couldn't fight. He kept me submissive. And I kept him submissive. Ain't nobody here to keep me quiet. So yeah, I want my fighting partner back. I want my fighting partner back. So yes, Lord, I am ready. Those of y'all that want to know how awake I am and what it is that I can and can't do, I can hear God. He lets me know everything before it happens, why it's happening. I can hear my spirit team. And y'all, when you hear the word spirit team, you don't think that people that have passed on can still talk like they used to talk when they were here. But my spirit team, y'all, is on fleek. And it's because my spirit team has been doubled. And I want to say thank you to them. I don't care who think I'm crazy. I don't care what nobody thinks, because like I said, my proof is about to drop in a few days. And then whether you still believe any words that come out of my mouth, you give it 2 days. And you'll be able to pull all the rest up yourself. So I'm just here to say, why is it so easy? Well, let me rewind. Why is it so hard to believe in God, but so easy to believe in the devil? All this was over something that, for one, I didn't even know I had coming to me. But because of what you were doing to somebody that absolutely had nothing but love in their heart for you, God chose to stop it. God chose to stop it because I knew nothing of it. Nothing. God said, enough. I tried to tell y'all, it was never me you were throwing black magic on. You were going toe to toe with the Creator. Yeah. Every time you threw my image in a jar or dug, oh yeah, the cemetery, you digging up cemetery dirt, throwing stuff into the yard, trying to bury stuff into this yard, drinking blood magic, dancing naked in woods. Lord have mercy. I mean, it's a lot of stuff, but you chose all of that over God? Over some quick shortcomings? When you could have had a lifetime of abundance? When your entire world could have been painted in gold? You chose quickness and hatred over love and stability? I think this is going to be the season where people are going to find God again. And I pray they use me as a vessel. Now, He has not asked me to change the way I talk. He has not asked me to change the way I walk. He wants me to be myself. Go back to being me. And He said a lot of people are going to have a hard time understanding the smile on my face when I just lost my spouse on the 10th of June. But I can tell you, I'm not grieving anymore. Because what was taken, God is replacing. to all those special people out there that I've been following to help me through this so that I can hear him extra clearly, extra crispy, down to the date, down to the time, down to the number. Man, when I tell you God put people in place for all kinds of things and for all kinds of reasons. So when I tell you, I'm still learning, but what I don't need is for anybody to tell me about God. I don't need nobody to tell me about God. Because I'm sitting with him right now. I don't know how to explain it. I feel him all around me. Every time I take a step, it feels lighter than the last time I took that step. So I don't need nobody to send me information and quotes. I mean, I love my things that my mom sends me, you know, my little inspirational things, just my little uplifts to let me know she loves me and that God loves me. But when I tell you God done God just stepped in and showed out, y'all. But I'm finna go. I did not want this to be very long. I just wanted to know, where did we lose God that we step in favor of the devil so highly that he's actually favored? He's favored amongst so many of us that we have no clue. And y'all, when I tell you, it's the very people that are smiling in your face, that are holding you, telling you things are going to be okay, consoling you. When I tell you, it's those people. It's time for us to know who's around us. So my circle, as far as I know, have always been of God. My brothers always served God. My sisters served God. So I'm not too worried about my small circle. I'm not even worried about the children that my husband and I had our hands in raising. Because I know God, I know they know God because they listen to their mom. They listen to me. So because of that, God is going to close out this cycle. God is going to finish this. There is absolutely nothing any of you can do to stop this. God has put on this show. This is his movie, his show. And if you think I'm lying, go on, go to your closet, run out to the field, go do some more black magic. This time he's going to show you instantly. He's not going to even make you wait. Now that's what I'm being told to tell you. If you want to keep playing in this, something that he has put upon the table, I'm trying to save somebody out there. This is his doing, not mine. Not mine. I've been in my bed. I've been sitting on my porch, sleep. I've been on my sofa, sleep. I ain't did nothing. I get up and I pray and I thank God for waking me up. I thank God for all the small blessings when I see them coming and going around this home. I haven't done anything, but I'm being blamed. I'm a witch. I'm all of this. So yes, I can see things that are going to happen before it happens to me. I can see the people that's going to do it. I can hear my ancestors clearly. And Tammy, I have really been trying to put off talking to you, but your mama won't leave me alone. So when we get together, May got something she wants you to know. Cause baby, your mama been with me for a whole week. I've been trying to figure out who this is, and I don't care who don't believe me. I really don't. But baby, all I can say, just right off the strength, your mom is proud of you and the woman that you have become. She don't want you to let them grandbabies dry you out. And I already promised her that they're not going to get to, because you, I, Kim, Mike, Mr. Kenny, Dee, Nisha, we got some things to do in your brother's memory. So you won't get dried out. But your mama, baby, she's part of my spirit tribe. She ain't no joke, baby. They kept trying to describe her to me, but I didn't know who she was. I had never seen your mother, so I did not know. And then finally one day she just kicked her way through and I'm Tammy, mama. I'm like, yes, ma'am. So, okay. So when I see you, sis, I got a message from your mom. But anyway, yes, I can hear my ancestors. I can hear clearly people talking to me, letting me know, when it's time to rest, when it's time to move. I've kind of noticed I've had slight abilities even young, but did not understand that stuff, and so I never really looked into it, never really thought too much about it. At one point we were told our family back in the day were of some witches, but again, I never looked into anything, so but I always felt like I had a lot of deja vu that would happen around me, for one. I mean, a lot of deja vu, to the point where I can almost count how many times something had happened and I would turn around and boom, it would happen again, or I would see it, So deja vu was very big with me. Then it went from deja vu to really not much of anything, because life took over and I allowed life to plug up the ears and close off the eye. So that was my fault. But I am awake. So those of you that love me, I pray that you can continue to love me. I have not changed. I'm not interfering. I'm not getting involved in nobody's mess. I still don't even want to get involved in no mess. And I'm still surrounded by mess. So nothing's gonna change. I'm still that same person. I still like my same music. I still like my so I'm gonna go back to doing what I love. I got a lot of things to do that I'm gonna share with you guys every step of the way. Because I want you guys to bless it every step of the way with me. The more God pours through, the more each of us will feel it. Not just me. I want all of y'all to feel what I'm feeling. So I was also told that, here's another thing. My podcast, and I do believe I said this early on, has never been for financial gain. I literally started my podcast for one, to be informative on the cannabis thing, because I wanted to bring the grown folks like me out the street and show them places and other places where they could shop. So, but outside of that, the little stories in between would be something that my grandchildren and somebody can look back on and just have a memory of me. It was never for a dime. And I thought I just needed 50 subscribers to unlock the live. So that's all I was hoping for, was 50 doggone subscribers just to unlock the live. You know, I still haven't, I don't know, I gotta check. I still haven't seen what live has been unlocked. But I got 57 subscribers. I was not looking for a huge fan base. I was only trying to be informative and to have some fun. And I liked going back looking at my own things and saying, okay, you know, yeah, you know, maybe somebody will find this, and somebody did. That's how I found the Legalized Pro Blizzy Blaze. He's now a Groovy subscriber. He's now doing Groovy reviews. He just finished doing Maui Wowie. So somebody saw me, chose to order, and found out that, dang, this is some good. I tried to tell you. So that's what I was trying to do. I wasn't looking to try to be nothing or something extra for somebody out there. I've never tried to be popular, nor do I care really how anybody see or perceive me. So my videos were for me. My videos are for the children of God, or for the children that are looking to serve something and someone, and you're just not ready to go that way. My videos are for those people. Now, I do know the devil is gonna tip his toe in. I do know the devil is here. I know some people that are out here representing the devil. Y'all, okay, y'all. The devil said they don't represent him either. They're not a representation of him. Because there's no way he would have allowed. And that's why they're going through what they're going through. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I can hear certain things. And I don't care who believes it, and I really don't at this point. But, so I can't say they're acting on behalf of, because he does not even want them to be a representation of him. Now, you know that's bad when the man of the dark do not want you to put your name to his. He's not even looking forward to you coming his way. I don't even think he got anything dark enough to hold your spirit. So I think that's what's making him mad. He working on something extra special for some of you, for real. Some of you for real. So especially this how have they been putting it? Karmic masculine. So the head coach dude, the Bonnie and Clyde team. Yeah, he got a special place. Yeah. Anyway, y'all let me know at what point and why. Why is it so easy to choose the devil today? Is it because it's so hard to live? Is it money? Is it because our kids are going hungry? I mean, I just want to know your reason. Why are you choosing the devil over God so fast? What does he need? Well, I know what he needed to do to show you he's real. Like I said, I pre-recorded what actually is going on, and to whom and to how. I found out everything. So I'm not the only one sitting on those videos. So even if this phone goes bye-bye today, it's on 3 others. So it'll get dropped when it's supposed to get dropped. We're waiting on God to let us know when it is that time. And I clearly stated in those videos the date. And y'all, I had to keep remembering to give you the date in the videos. Because that was part of his way of showing you who he is. Because he's giving you proof. Proof. Because let me tell y'all something. A seer cannot be a seer unless somebody is up there allowing us in. We can't talk to the ancestors. We can't hear those angels unless somebody is allowing that connection. So without God, there are no seers. There are no psychics. There are no... Without your higher being, your creator, there are no seers. What we get is a gift. That is a gift. Ooh, I like to shine, y'all. I have been so dehydrated, all the crying and stuff, but yes, your girl is getting a glow back. Yay, yes. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this right here, y'all, because I can keep going all day about God, baby, because like I said, it feels so good. I just hate I waited so long to get here. I've always been a walker of God, but I guess I was one of them ones that I had to get the, hey, wake up. I need you to act now. So he had to pop me upside my head. Well, it worked. It worked. I love y'all. We'll talk soon. And like I said, that's what all this was about, guys. That's what all the sabotage was about. And like I said, he'll be able to pull it up on your own. So even though you're being told on this podcast or whatever that I'm a liar, a fake prophet, whatever else, there is nothing I have not said today or any other video before that cannot be verified, including where I purchased my cannabis. Everything I have said can be verified. Those companies, verified. I'm gonna even get Miss Melba to do a video about my husband's life insurance so that you'll have that proof as well. Because like I said, we didn't have insurance when my husband died. But when he died, his funeral was paid in full. So y'all can say what y'all want. Y'all better get right. Because baby, he is here. He's here. You better get yourselves together. You better get yourselves together. Let me see what I'm gonna roll up out of him. Come on, come on. I need some. Oh, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. Let me see. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. Cause it ain't that kind of moment. So, Let me come up out of that playlist. Yeah, we're on the heat advisory, so yeah, some of this is a little there's a little heat. Moonwalker, I do not own the rights to this song that I'm about to play. It's by Moonwalker. But I'm playing this song because I fell in love with it, not knowing that in some weird way it was talking to me. Again, I do not own the rights to this song. This song is by Moonwalker, and it's called, wait a minute, let me pull it back up, Manifest. Give me just a second. We're gonna roll out of here. Be right back.
Go crazy.
Okay, Daddy, it's time to go in.
Everything that I want, I can get. Everything that I want, I can have. I can have everything that I wish. No excuses, I get to the bank. You could do if you get off your dick. Manifest you some bread and start setting go. Cause the bread to be had, what you waiting for? Just repeat after me. Everything that I want, I can get. Everything that I want, I can have. I can have everything that I wish. No excuses, I get to the bank. You could do if you get off your dick. Manifest you some bread and start setting go. Cause the bread that we had, what you waiting for? Just repeat after me. Everything that I want, I can have this shit. And can't nobody stop me but me. And ain't nobody stopping with God plan. Oh, I promise you gotta believe. Better strap up your piece and get on the field. Play the game like you got in the league. With a whole lot of faith and a little bit of grace. Ain't no telling what you could achieve. I'm a product of hard work. Working day after day cause I had a goal. I was still on the grind with a 9 to 5. But had dreams of becoming a CEO. Had to hustle my way to be self-sufficient. If I learn how to fish, I can
Look, if I want a loan, there's a call coming in right now. Loan approval.
I created a plan.
I don't want no name.
Told myself to stay focused and it'll come. And be ready when you finally get a chance. Cause you'll never know if this the only one. Better bet on yourself if you wanna win. Don't be leaving your life in nobody's hands. I can give you the game, but the shit up to you. You can play the shit back just to comprehend. Just repeat after me. Yeah. Everything that I want, I can get. Everything that I want, I can have. I can have everything that I wish. No excuses, I get to the bag. You could do if you get off your dick. Manifest you some bread and start setting go. Cause the bread that we had, what you waiting for? Just repeat after me. Yeah. Everything that I want, I can get. Everything that I want, I can have. I can have everything that I wish. No excuses, I get to the bag. You could do if you get off your dick. Manifest you some bread and start setting go. Cause the bread that we had, what you waiting for? Just repeat after me. Yeah.
But not too much longer though. Hey. Hey. Thank you, God. Thank you.